Good morning, folks. It's 9:55 a.m. on the 17th day of September 2022. And boy, are you guys gonna get a lightning show tonight. Yeah, these storms moving through here are absolutely lighting up. Well, I kind of thought that would happen with the chem deployments I was seeing. Well, that just froze, didn't it? The terrible chem deployments that I seen. And I'll just go right to those then. Right? Well, why not? If they're going to mess on one screen, I'll mess on another. And there's a lot of energy. Well, what's the first thing you notice about this? I'll give you a second to look at this image. This is the image of the 17th from NASA Worldview. This is a split where a satellite goes by and then they take pictures and then it comes by again 90 minutes later, usually. Within a couple minutes or so. And this image will be 90 minutes before this image was taken, right? So when you see this, and this is, if you cut this image out like the whole world, and you actually cut those out, you could make a sphere. All right? If you cut this out. That's how they do that. Right. Very often this is missing. So you'll see little pieces of the imagery missing. But that's what they say. There's always a gap in the past for the rotation of the Earth. So this is that. The gap happens to be over an area of incredible interest of me today, so I don't get a clear shot of the reef. But you can see some of the reef here. Give you some town names, so you'll know. Yeah, I've done some really cool mapping of the reef, actually. It is very interesting. Part of my Imaginarium is going to cover the reef. And some very interesting formations in the coral. Townsville, Baldwin, and Cairns. Somebody says the whales are hanging out up here. They're calving, maybe. Isn't that beautiful? Leave them alone. Let them have their bubbies. And then they're going to come down here, right? They could come down the coast and they're going to come here to Harvey Bay. And that's where they teach them to be whales. They have some fantastic pictures of the showing them when they all come up as one in a circle to hem up the fish that they eat, teaching them how to make the songs and do whale splashings and all that. And well, I think they're being poisoned, and it's bothering me. Because I know what's coming in the skies that's been proposed is stuff that's extremely unhealthy for our lungs. So it has to be unhealthy for theirs. And they're living in the bath of whatever falls out from these clouds, from stuff like that's deployed. And it is deployed because it didn't just go there on its own. Man-made stuff did it there. I showed some of the funding and experiments yesterday on a live video I did last night. And these plumes coming over here is not very healthy for them, I don't think. Because the ingredients that I was reading ain't very healthy. Even sulfur dioxide and sulfuric acid's making it going in the lungs of the little bubbies. It's saddening me, actually. And I know EMF blasts and sonic things are very harmful to fish. Sonic is in map. You have to excuse me. It took a moment. I'll go right back in. So it's terrible. I wonder if this is paying good news yet. Yeah, here we go. Right, here's what came in over the last 12 hours. That's what this is here. Notice how that's in a square. And that's one of the things I said, did you see it straight away? That when you come into a map, you see a big square or a scalar square of energy, of scalar energy. What is scalar energy? Well, let's ask. What is scalar energy? Okay, powerful scalar energy. Scalar, one, and healing tools. See, a lot of people saw scalar as is like an etheric energy field that could come out. We talk about scalar fields as using, hang on. I'll do it even better. What is a scalar radar? We're just going to go right to the guts. Scalar and vector multi-static radar data models. Let's see if we can get some images up. Ooh, I got a PDF. Well, let's have that. We'll read that later. DC's final. Ooh, it's somebody's thesis. Well, let's have somebody's thesis in this. Thesis submitted to graduate facility of, Rensselaer Polytechnic is very respected. What did he write it about? Oh my, what did I just get? See, this is what it's, isn't it fun to be me? Multistatic analysis of image, radar model, data, background. What did he do? Plane wave solution wave. Let's go to 44. Let's just do it. Oh God, it's mad. Hey, anybody out there that knows this, go look. So this is about slow-moving case waves. There's the formulas. Doppler scale, wave factors, formulas. See if there's anything interesting. Huh? Yeah, man. They know even in the narrowband what all this is going to do. Oh, man. Oh, this is gold, actually. This is fucking gold. Here, I'm going to pop this in. It's going to take a while to go over this. Gosh, I never know what I'm going to see. And hello, everybody, for tuning in. Let's see if I can get a comment box up here. I never know what I'm going to find, so I'm going to have to go through that. But we see scalar rate waveforms to manipulate the atmospheres in such a way. Oh, man, I just got paste. Oh, I numbnutted. Yeah, I call people numbnuts sometimes, and I was just being a numbnut. I think maybe coffee is in order. Don't let me do it again. Nah, my glasses are in order. Where the hell am I reading ones? In the wrong prescription, but they do the job. Ah, that's better. But there's that, what I just found. We're going to have to go over that. There's some, when you do need to look at theses and stuff, they're all like books. And you got a lot of information that gets hidden from scalar manipulation, scalar fields, and testing. Now I'm going to get this definition up better. It's a function associated with a single number in every point in space and possibly physical time. And I got all sorts of images, but let's see if we can get some scalar field. Hey, watch geoengineering. Let's see. This is what I do when I'm bored. I'm gonna know this. Harnessing stratospheric diffusion barriers of enhanced things. Here we go. And gold is struck. Thank you, Oneness. Oneness has just put something in front of our eyeballs. Ah. See, hey, Senator, check this out. There you go. Boom. Hey, you get whatever kind of show from me I give. What does this say, anyhow? Okay, we'll take that thesis down. Abstract models, methods. Attracting aerosol barriers. So they're using it. Barriers for enhanced climate geoengineering. Institute for Mechanics in Swiss Federal Institute Technology, Zurich, Switzerland. And so they got 1, 2, 3, 4 footnotes to go look at. Aerosol geoengineering to intervene in climate systems, right? Temporarily. So in other words, they're going to make a La Nina if they want. That's a climate system. Interesting. Choosing injection locations for geoengineering aerosols has thus far only utilized the average dynamics of stratospheric wind fields instead of accounting for the essential role of time-varying material transport barriers in turbulent atmospheric flows. See, I was talking about that, using the turbulence and using the other flow. Oh, my. I'm reading for a minute. I mean, this is gold. Hey, you gotta excuse me. I might have to change the title of this video to Pop in the Docks. Vectic radii of aerosols. See, they're talking about spraying you like bugs here. Ah, this is it. This is a smoking gun. And it gives all the docs. Look, HTTPS. What's this? All right, harnessing. Hey, we got some document here. What's this? It'll stop here. Let's get this link. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm on a mission now. What's this? How to cite this? Here you go. Get this to your senator. This is how you could cite this article. All right, let's do this right. It shows that square. What was up with that square? That's the same article, so you can give this to him. The one I gave you. Had a sub. It's got lots of publications, editorial board, peer reviews, submissions, and policies. What's this? Submissions. Prepare your assets. Prepare your assets. Mathematical notation and terminology. For the references. Caltech. Now they're using their abbreviations. So they're defining all their words. Covering themselves. Now this is interesting. Let's go right to the top. What about down here one night? Y'all have to excuse me. I hope you're enjoying what I do. Gee, geological societies being quoted, international commissions being. This doesn't sound like a conspiracy to all the sirs and ladies out there, or whatever your titles you're choosing to have. This sounds like a cover-up is going on, and that's a conspiracy. That's real conspiracy. My goodness, what did they do? Okay, well, we clicked the submissions. It didn't result. Dynamic perturbation of new tab. What we got here? ACP dynamics. Is it the same picture? Yeah, it just so they're basically saying go through here, click all these things. How to get volcanic? That's how sulfuric acid. That's will be Ken Caldera's line of work. That one will be how important it is. This is the cell. This will be Hegel's dialectic. Come on, where is it? Come on, show me that part. Important role of stratospheric injection. So here's Hegel's dialectic. Here's the role. Here's how important it is. Triggered by extreme fire heat. Wildfire. You're using your wildfires as an excuse. And it carried the smoke directly into the stratosphere. Yeah, it did. And then people was a-hacking in a coffin and it fell out. We see black shit all up on the shorelines. That was magnetic. No shit. Yeah, because people went out with magnets and seen this. Global models describing aerosol climate impacts. That ain't just a natural aerosol going up. Fires are caused significant top of atmosphere, hemispheric, instantaneous, direct radiative forcing signals that reach the magnitude. So it said it actually amplifies the waveform of the microwave. Huh, that's interesting. What I thought it would. It's got a lot of metals that burned in it. Wow. So these people think this is a good idea? Come on, where's the harms? Show the harms. There's your fires. And so they was tracking the aerosols of your fires. That sounds like an experiment. What else we got here? NASA's marked clouds. Well, I covered all this, so I'll have that on file already. Now they're just selling you smoke. It's causing harm. Nah. You know what's causing harm? This. This is causing harm. This stuff streaming over you is causing harm. That's what I think. And I think this scalar square here is about to bury this place in rain because all the energy is now in place. Getting fried, getting fried. Bzzz. 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 All day, all night, fueling up your storms, allowing the energy that as this goes into that field of that energy and the chem deployments over the top of it, it will nucleate whatever desired effect of the geoengineers aerosols have. You have been aerosoled. You have literally been sprayed like bugs. You're being fried like bugs in a zapper. And I think it's right. As the second round of very heavy rains come through and flood a few towns that I've given warnings to. And these cells are moving now toward Canberra. And here's the area that's is not going to be the in the too good zone, right? It's not too good what's getting ready to go on up there. It's all in place. The energy's going on. When these storms get sprayed and hit in there, they're going to kick off. The lightning's already kicking off up here, just starting. So this is a dangerous cell that's now in progress of getting bigger. Right? That one right there, Holbrook. This is a dangerous cell inside here. Right? and your accumulations of rain and such that they're calling for over the next 3 days here isn't as super high as they said the other day, is it? I don't believe them. That's actually pretty high. Yeah, they're still in danger. Great danger. I gave them a GTFO warning about 5 days ago. And the other day I said, it's getting to the point, if you don't leave, you can't. Yeah, it's getting to that point now. This wind's like. I was really worried for these folks. Yeah, the perishers of this village. Look where all that runs. What are you getting on 10 days? This is bad, actually. Oh, my God. Say, Jesus Christ. And it's wintry mix, man. This is bad for your roads. Add a flood to that, and any snow up there's going to melt. And you're really going to have a problem. Because that's not being taken into account when you look at this statistic here. Right? And they've calmed it down. They have. They've taken it down. It was much higher yesterday. Ah, there you go. Axis is still telling the truth. Oh, look, they lit your whole coast up. Now they're getting on us. Yep, this is about right. I told you this was way too low. Way too low. The pressure said that was out here. Had to come in. Now bring that line all the way over. Or they're trying to get somebody to draw a penis. Or it's a fold. As this comes in, hits a flow down coast, it has to spin. What direction is the wind going? Particle and. Now we know why they say particle animation instead of the wind. Now it's not a spin and flow. It won't spin till it comes out here. Can't. Can here. You could get a spinner here. You absolutely can. So if they're going to spin a cyclonic wind, right, moving in the direction of the rising sun is a cyclonic wind, it'll happen here. It can't happen anywhere else. The flows are wrong. In a couple days. These kind of flows make a spinner inland. Yep, right here. That's how that spinner's happening. Flow and effect, right? Everything that has that effect on the thing next to it. That's why you got to vibe right for people, you know. If you act all negative, the people around you get lowered. One baby cries in a room and the rest of them do. One laughs, they all laugh. Right? Let's just go with that. It's a vibe thing. These are some very heavy winds. That's why I said the other day, there's going to be a time you're going to have to stay off the roads a bit, or you're going to be in grave danger. You might lose your vehicle and have to buy an electric one. The batteries on them, they say, are very expensive. Don't put out a fire with water on an electric vehicle's battery. It causes a chemical reaction and set the whole thing on fire. My God, look at these winds. That's cyclone, man. Again. You getting warned? Just a tick below tropical cyclone, category 1. But it's definitely a high category tropical storm that's impacting you guys.